So perhaps we'll get the usual, the retakes, the Kenny S AWP on long. We'll get to see all of that good stuff, more from Hunter, who is managing to get behind enemy lines more often than not. And it is G2 starting on the T side. FaZe Clan in the blue corner. And we can get this party started. Series number 2, day 5, map 2.
Xbox smoke down to kick things off here, and G2 have another smoke available. We have a bit of activity on the B side of the map as well. The bomb towards lower. And that smoke at Xbox just allows them to move freely with no threat from short here. And now making their way up towards Catwalk. It's a very defensive hold from FaZe. As you can see, one at the B window. That's going to be Brokey, joined by coldzera. And then we have Nico. And we sat here looking towards short. He'll play a lot of the car position. Currently, Olofmeister occupies that spot.
One smoke for the CT. And a flash to go. Nico waits for his cue. 2 dropping down. That makes it very nerve-wracking. He can't focus his attention on ramp without risk of Jax finding him. It was actually Olof to go down to Jax. And now from Pit, Rain's got a long-range duel. In fact, so many moving targets. He's overwhelmed. And the bombs will go down. Next is even in a prime. My goodness, look at this spot.
Yeah, he can look towards anyone jumping up Xbox as well. We'll probably see that in a second. coldzera checking everywhere, but unfortunately for him, next up in a very prime spot. But he does pull one back, a chance now. Bomb coming up to the halfway point. They have got a kit. Need to find very quick kills though. Hunter, he's the one delivering.
Yeah, I don't know what Brokey's plan is here. He's fallen off short and gone to rejoin Rain, but with the time completely gone, they have to accept that this one is going to be G2's pistol. Amanek the last to leave the site. And they will all preserve their maintained armor, a little bit of a kit as well for Rain. All good for the G2 Esports first round.
Yeah, not bad at all, but Brokey and Rain will save. That might seem peculiar on the CT pistol, but they've got armor, and of course they've got the defuse kit as well. So if they are going to force buy in the second round, you're going to want to save absolutely everything you can. So Nico, he confirms they will be purchasing somewhat into this round. What will be the full investment is yet to be seen. Well, that's confirmed now. Desert Eagle CZs, and we have got the scouts of Nico. So this is going to be enough. They're very good at winning the second round force buy, Chad.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one here for that of G2. We've got some MAC-10s out. We do like to see their economical decision-making. They seem to be, they get the split between the SMGs and the rifles most of these times. This early nade onto the B-bomb site won't actually exchange any damage, and that's where the lion's share of FaZe's forces are. Just some notes as we move into this game here. On the traditional gun rounds, coldzera and Brokey holding B. Brokey actually does the lion's share of the anchoring duties in the early stages, over towards that car position, traditionally dropping a Molotov. So let's see if G2 want to exploit that at all.
Olof's pushed into long doors. Hoping to catch them as the smoke fades, and they are actually starting to regroup for his direction, so that shadow advantage could prove lethal.
Yeah, but time will tell. He's still got a smoke as well. If he spots one, he can just lock them out by dropping this smoke, but he's in trouble now. Gets the dink off on Nexa, but he nails the headshot with the MAC-10. Here comes the scout, though. Perfect player to pick out there, the low HP Nexa. If it confirms it with the headshot, Nico now will be dropped. Didn't realize they were already through the doors, and this could cost them the round.
Yeah, it looks like it might. They're all regrouping, and actually, with quite
nade.
the pace. This is quite exciting. 2 HEs.
Yeah, he's going to nade to the side here. Could deny the plan, I suppose.
This could. Oh, they go Goose. Oh, one missed, and it could have very well taken down Kenny. He took 51 damage from that one. The maths checks out, but unfortunately, so do FaZe. Not interested in round 2.
Certainly not. It all falls apart. And Nico gets one impressive scout shot, but it was already the low HP. And Olofmeister, how do you drop the smoke there just as they came through? Could have been something there, but the shadow advantage never was realized. And we are going to have Rain. Desert Eagle does catch Kenny again, down to 21 now. Jax with a MAC-10 towards middle, just trying to make sure that no one can save anything here. Every kill he gets is $600 as well. And he's happy with that.
Can't blame him. 4 players still standing. You've got your extra bonus SMGs. You've got an extra $1,200 on Jax thanks to his MAC-10 work in round 2. It's a perfect start for G2. And I mean, take a look at what the CTs are working with. They are in a spot of bother. This force buy has dug them into it. It's just one shot from the scout.
Yeah, for sure. So they're going to have to take the eco now. Still have the diffuse kit, the smoke. coldzera and Brokey will save their deagles, but that's about it. Rain will invest likely in an HE grenade.
Just a couple of things for the people at home to think about here. When these guys played against each other in Pro League, season number 11, Dust2 was won by that of FaZe Clan. They picked it up 16-11. It was first kills going in favor of 14 to 13. The clutches, all the 1vx's went in FaZe's favor, 3-0. So that's quite a big piece of information right there. But they kept G2 to 5 rounds on their T side. So let's see if they can do better than that this time round.
Yeah. Keep them to 5. FaZe probably quite grateful that they're starting on their defense, given their recent CT-sided woes.
Yeah, see what they've got to beat.
Yeah, see what the mark is.
Well, Rain still has the HE. G2 being very coordinated in their approach here. Don't want to give anything up. Hunting for a bit of information here. Molotov outside the middle double doors, just to see if they can find a sound cue. But it's a bit of a B stack going on. You see 4 players on that side of the map. Well, Brokey here, currently positioned in CT spawn, I believe. So, see whether he can make anything of this. I doubt it. Not the most promising spot.
Look at those smokes. Yeah, they've got the perfect trio. Taking no chances here, G2. They will use every tool within their arsenal to not lose a single weapon. Jack's heard some USP bullets through the smoke, but no one home. And now this is an interesting conundrum for FaZe. Do you want to go down to those Mac 10s, or would you rather just lie and wait, hope to catch a lovely AK-47 on the way out?
They want exits on Cat here. That is quite clear, but the problem is I think Amanek heard a lot of them running in middle, and you can see that reflected in the radar right now. 4 individuals going to be over towards that long area. He was kind of just holding them there, saying, yeah, that's cool. Like, you can wait for short. None of my players are going to be exiting here, and you don't really want a Mac 10 going into the first gun round.
They want him, but Jax is happy to fight. He's not planning on using that Mac 10 anymore, and actually, Cold Zera's Deagle has found 2. It's a whole lot better than nothing. They'll take it.
Certainly will. G2 3-0 up. Here come the gun rounds now. Nico will confirm that all purchase to see him towards the A bomb site, primarily from the car position. Cold Zera with the M4, A4 now. So a single orb set up for now. That will change if they get going. Could all start here, or G2 can continue with their success. Time will tell. Been quite a slow pace Dust2 so far. Do we have anything interesting for this first proper gun round? Kenny S looking for the crossing players here. They're sending 4 over towards B. So I'm expecting G2 to show us the power of these skylights towards the B bomb sites. They're throwing a load of flashes over, some smokes as well, but 2 players towards light. It's going to be a fast B split by the looks of things here. Ooh. I love this. This looks really cool.
Yeah, only Cold and Brokey to receive, but it's actually Rain who can contribute. There's no CT smoke, interestingly enough. A flash from Brokey assisting in both of those opening frags.
I think the idea is they're supposed to use the CT cross smoke and then to have that enough, like, just as it's fading out, they're going into the B site. I think that's the setup and how it should look. Just from a wild guess.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, right? That's what I think was so cool about it. The fact they can get out there and use their smoke and save it for the post plant if they get through.
Rain.
Never seen a B spin like that.
I mean, all it requires is that you are so damn fast down middle. You've got to really get your running shoes on and to make sure you good use of that smoke that they're deploying right at the start of the round. Still, this round continues with an advantage FaZe. Looking to change things is Kenny, and he does catch a glimpse, but so does Cold Zera. You can see Brokey springs to action as well. Here they come. Flash and a peek. Kenny's happy to collect, but it's Cold Zera with a perfect lineup for the first 2. Nex has been thrust into a 1 versus 3. Bomb on his back, half HP.
So probably not going to be winning this run with 30 seconds remaining, but if you can find a couple of kills, that'd be fantastic. They don't have the challenge to side really at all. Wait for him to commit to the plant, and then that's where you take him down together. There's no reason to really challenge until that point, but ready and waiting. Nico will take him down from the window, and we will have the first round there for FaZe. 3 players surviving as well, so they actually have enough resources to get a decent buy going forward. 2 AK-47s on the CT side as well is worth its weight in gold.
So we want to keep an eye out for Brokey's flash assists. He had 7 on Mirage. That was the highest in the server, and just then towards middle, he was the one flashing as they were coming out. You can see Rain there and Nico with the AWP, both having flash assists due to Brokey coming on through with a bit of teamwork. Yeah,
and that was when he was under a lot of pressure from B. I mean, you know, you've got to be responsible for tunnels and getting those flashes out. So effective work from him. And I'm seeing a Krieg on Amanek. I might be the first one I've seen since the patch.
Okay, this is exciting. We know that in one of the South American games...
Sure,
that,
okay, there's been a handful. For me, personally, I haven't got to see a new Krieg with that ridiculously sluggish rate of fire. So Amanek's going to be looking to prioritize long-range scoped taps as his real only avenue into a successful frag.
So Olof's just trying to spot any sort of shadows, drop the smoke down. Many different approaches towards long. You can dump the smoke in there at the very start, try and fend them off, get control of that pit position. But once you obtain this sort of position like Olof has, it means you can lock them out as soon as you know they're coming in towards long. Yep. So watch out for that shadow. We'll see if it comes through. As soon as he spots it,
That's it.
there it is.
Perfect timing. 53 seconds. I'm worried about Nico, though, because Jax is just on a mission, but a quick shot. Barely taking a second to get his eye pressed to the scope, and now another. They line up. My goodness, that's 3 from Nico, a collateral. Olofmeister's keeping the rest busy on long. Will eventually get brought down to 22, but he still stands his ground. They can't swing any further, and he knows it. They can now. A smoke. Nexa will find it, but Nico continuing to line them up. He wants the ace. It's his turn now on the AWP. Testing him on A, and he's trying to find the drop. My God, it is actually that Krieg, so maybe this is the kind of duel where that Krieg could have a chance.
With 15 seconds remaining, unfortunately, I don't think he'll be given a chance. The bomb is down in the A site, and Amanek will have to sit back and wait towards the pit. 2 in a row for FaZe down here, boys. And Nico with 4 impressive frags there. Close range on the first 3.
This is a nice one as the Krieg is in hand of Amanek right here from SEO. It's weird to see the Krieg getting purchased here from G2 at all, because G2 had the lowest percentage of kills with the SG in the last 12 months of teams in the top 20.
Yeah, that is a bit odd, isn't it?
So potentially something which he's been playing in with the DMs, or he's tested in aimbots or something along those lines, and he thinks it could be applicable.
Yeah, just to be clear, the gun still works. It's still a one-tap headshot. It's just a slower rate of fire, a little bit more difficult to control. But if you're tapping away at headshots and you play the gun the way it's intended to be used, trying to pop those heads, it should be absolutely fine. I'm interested to see where he can have any sort of impact with it.
Yeah, the fact that he saved it on the T side as well means that he's really committed to it now.
Yeah, that's a good point. He gets no money, so he'll have to sit back and wait for now. His teammates have P250s, Glocks. That's about it. He's got a smoke available to him, so what can he really do here? Trying to bait out some utility towards the B side. Drops a contact smoke. Doesn't really bait anything out of FaZe just yet.
A walk up short. Nico's in the same spot. 4 kills from him in the last time he was here. Just the round 5. And he's actually smoked them off with a Molotov. Now they're gonna, woof, they lost a lot of health, but they've actually taken the AWP down. This could be a disaster. There's an AWP now in Nexa's hands, and he's looking to challenge long. Olof's a little ahead of the pack, but Nexa can take him down. Amanek's residual Krieg's found a frag, and Rain with a lovely one-tap, refusing to quit just yet.
Is that going to be enough here? G2 started off with Glocks, no armor, no nades. And it's down to Nico. He didn't buy the helmet, but it might be saved at this point. Rain will get the penultimate frag, and Amanek, he's got the Krieg. They can start the defuse at this point. And will they? They touch the bomb. Oh, they're not looking towards long. They now know it's a 1 versus 1, and now can he get the defuse in? Should be absolutely fine, unless he runs up against a jump shot. Not going to happen. FaZe bring back the round. Still very scary there. The AWP being taken out by Glock because he didn't have a helmet means it was an instant kill at range for the pistol.
Great round for G2, right? If we're going to frame it, it's a fantastic round for G2 to get so much work done, all things considered right there. Now, FaZe will be able to buy, right? They're still sitting all right considering the flow of the rounds to this point, but that's something that's going to come back to haunt them if this round's close, if the next round's close, if they lose one of these subsequent rounds here. So the buy will come out on the side of G2. They're taking a pause just to discuss their options. Kenny has 5.6, so he could buy his own AWP or potentially ask Nexa to drop it on over. It's 47.50, so Nexa will still be able to buy head armor, just potentially be lacking some grenades there.
Yeah, well, time will tell. It's their first tactical timeout here. And they have got the Krieg for Amanek, of course. Hunter with the AK-47, and we'll see if Kenny wants to invest in the AWP. He's almost certainly going to. It's just whether he purchases it himself. There it is, he will. So no helmet means he is vulnerable to the M4s. Same reasons we stated before. Let's get into it. Round 7, 3 in a row for FaZe after losing the pistol. This is their map pick. They've been struggling on the CT side here today, that much is true. Only got 4 rounds in their CT side of Mirage, but same story for G2. Looking much better here on the second map.
Oh, great shot from Nico. Onto Hunter, but he lives to tell the tale.
They both had the exact same reaction. Both chucked a molly at the same spot. Fending each other off.
Oh, this is a great flash from Kenny here.
Avoided by Cold. And close quarters, Brokey only gets the dink now. Perfect positioning, Cold can get another. The flashes keep coming over. Olofmeister enables that frag to essentially be for free. And now looking like a 4 versus 2. What else have G2 got to say about this? I mean, a wide open A site, I'll say that much, but I believe the bomb is in their grasp on B. Nico's caught Hunter, and Kenny, he's still in the tunnel's position. You can't really unscope now.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they'll hear him in that corner. Another smoke going down. And he's looking towards lower right now. Olofmeister's starting to probe. Does he want to try and get towards a tunnel position? Time will tell, because he has a flashbang available to him. coldzera with the Molotov as well. He's currently on the window.
You don't need to go much further than this, but Olof wants to.
He normally would check the right. I'm almost certain of that. And there we go. Olofmeister gets the kill. Doesn't fancy the AWP, so they don't want a double AWP setup, it would seem.
That's an important kill right there to take that AWP out of the hands, because you can see the money situation on G2 right now with that 2,900 loss bonus they just received. Not enough to get an AWP for Kenny unless Amanex feeling generous.
Yeah, we saw plenty of rounds on Mirage where Kenny had an AWP and they didn't have much else, and they were still able to win those rounds because he was having such a barn burner of a game. coldzera does know, Anchor and B-bomb site on Mirage, and the Anchor and B-bomb site on Dust2. So kind of establishing himself in that role from the CT side.
It's a new role for him in a way. Heard Yanko telling us that they had moved some positions around, and well, perhaps some of that is a coldzera charging now. G2 all 5.
Here we go then. Nico to be flicked, and last time this actually went a little bit askew. We'll see whether they can hold on to it in a bit cleaner fashion this time. They are going to have great shots from Nico, but next we'll find the first. Can they get the bomb planted?
Don't you dare. Thought he was thinking about the leaping no-scope. He is trying to hit it, but Hunter's already got another. Fun and games maybe cut short. Nexa does get that bomb down, and they probably aren't going to complain too bad about that. Coming into the site, you get 2 frags and a bomb plant.
That's really good stuff again. You know, on those type of rounds, if you do just get any kill or any bomb plant, you are... Got a smile from you.
Overachieving.
It's almost like Christmas morning, you know? You've got all the goodies and you weren't expecting anything. You wanted to...
What is your most memorable Christmas gift you've received, Chad?
I caught my dad setting up the swing set in the backyard when I was a kid. That was a pretty good one.
What, was he going to claim that that was made by someone else?
Well, the thing is, I think it was meant to be a surprise, Alex.
Wow, look at this.
It was meant to be a surprise, but I walked out there and he was still just assembling it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's less fun.
I couldn't go on the swing set immediately, so...
Where are the swings now? Do they still exist?
No, the swing set...
I hadn't thought about this, but did you know... Oh, never mind. Coming back to the swing set conversation, because he's already jumped out on blue bin, and Olofmeister's got him down. G2. The opening moves aren't being received as positively this time. FaZe Clan shutting that one down. Olof, to be precise. And flashed into mid doors. They want to pick up the pace here. 2 smokes, that's usually a commitment. And well, coldzera, he's ready to fight. Perfect flashbangs from Brokey again.
Kenny S, though, still finds the shot from hell. 4 versus 2, and he's alive with Nex here. They know they can still win these rounds. So Olofmeister, though, might have locked them in. All towards top of middle. Kenny S, he hasn't missed many today, bear that in mind. Molotov towards lower, will send him packing, though. Olofmeister can stabilize, and Nexa has cracked open the B side here.
Oh, shoot.
So there is a chance. They'll have to smoke the tunnels from Rain. Flash is over. It's still obviously massively favorable towards FaZe, but a chance now.
Double AWPs on the retake of the B bomb side. That won't be easy whatsoever.
Yeah, admittedly, there are some rifles down there from those early casualties. They're probably an AK or 2 they can grab should they require it. Rain's already taken that, so now his M4 will lie there instead. 39 seconds. It's interesting they've hit pause on this for so long, and just as Kenny went to check the tunnels, now Rain's flank is about to kick in. Looking for the plant. Nex is close on those barrels, but Kenny, his days are numbered. He's going for the safest plant in that corner, and it is completely obscured from tons. Nico, he's going to push on this flashbang. Kenny's blind, Nexa's blind, Nexa's gone, and Kenny, he has to hit a no-scope. Nico, he gets that shot just before the trigger can be pulled. His 12th frag.
There was a moment. I thought Kenny S gets his quick scope, he could actually get another one. But still, very well held by FaZe. Like, G2 an incredibly skilled team. If they find an opening like that, they get into the B bomb site, they're more than likely to do something with it. The fact they keep 3 players alive there is great on the FaZe side of things. They still have 2 AKs, the AWP, and of course the M4's coming in full force.
Here's the flash from Brokey coming on into set coldzera up. coldzera's position just here. The flash is about to completely blind up all three of these players. Boop. Look at that. They're all
very
completely blind right here. And coldzera, well, he couldn't be luckier.
He takes his time, but he gets it done.
So good stuff from Brokey and Cold right there.
Sometimes those are the scariest ones when they're doing the flashbang dance and there's three of them. You get like start shooting in between targets, but Cold, he committed to the spray and got the necessary double.
Oh, B contact play by looks of things here. 4 players towards the upper tunnels. The bomb's there as well. Good flashbang coming in. Brokey could have a big spray down, and they're committing. They're going to run through the flames here. Brokey ready and waiting with the AK, and here it comes. Will he get the first kill? He jumps up, and it costs him his life, but coldzera so strong in this B bomb side now. They have the bomb down, and now 2 versus 3. coldzera holds on as long as he can.
Yeah, he did his very best, and the damage has been inflicted. About a 2 versus 2. A round of wingman for G2 FaZe. And into the site, the retake not easy for Rain. Damage to Kenny, down to 29, but he can still function and he can still throw nades. What's happened there? The molly, yep, a second will come in. He just chooses to push through it and he rushes his shots. Oh, this is chaos. And Olof nearly has them both. Oh man.
Those B defenders did more than enough there, right? Normally when an attack like that comes in, maybe they get one and traded and the site's gone. So they did a fantastic job between Cold and Brokey, but it was the follow-up with Kenny, who wasn't actually on the bomb site, that really caused a lot of issues there.
Yeah, let's see that one again.
Next up, getting it done. That was the moment for me the round changed. Like, Rain was flashed in admittedly, but still, they could have waited and had a serious advantage there and come through together. But either way, found that instinct, that gut feeling, and doesn't work out for them. But still, we do have a full buy. Compromises to be made, of course. So coldzera barely got any grenades on the B side of the map. He drops his 1 smoke in, and just has a flashbang to defend the site with here. Might have to be a bit more active. He might be pushing in towards the B tunnels here.
Yeah, he's considering it.
It's so Sly just getting Hunter out those mid doors early behind this very, very deep recess of the wall right there. Hunter will be able to be tucked in, and with Kenny overseeing on the AWP, it's something that if you want to cross mid as a CT, you can't clear it without getting up close and personal. So they've already got a huge chunk of real estate right here.
Jax has access for the A smoke and will throw out just the default cross. Molotov behind it will render it useless. And now the double pump. Here's the second set of nades. They usually commit on 2 strafe down, jump through the smokes and start rushing towards the ramp, but there's a different plan here. And the fact that Rain's having no contact, he knows.
Yeah, he's seen everything, and Brokey might be in the perfect spot to shut this one down. He's going to look up in a second and have 3 terrorists making their way out towards B, but he's going to be taken down. He hasn't made it clean. Ooh. And there will be the bomb making its way towards the side now. That was the moment. That could have saved the round there and then. They might not even go for it now. Well, definitely not at this point.
All of their shots connect on the way towards the B bomb site. 2 members of FaZe lose their lives with knives in their hand. And that is an equalizer from G2. I will acknowledge, though, that 6 CT rounds on Dust2, some teams have struggled to post significantly less and been competitive. We've seen more and more double-digit T sides.
For sure, and they've lost a pistol here as well, 0-3 star.
That is a fantastic addition, yeah, true.
So, Nico and Rain, both towards long, should be able to hold on to their weapons here. Very decent round from G2. I like the position from Brokey. I feel like he committed to his spray a bit too much there. It was a very hectic spot. He was flashed, Molotovs beneath him as well, and they turned around. As soon as he didn't get that second kill quickly, it felt like Nexa had him. It's the damage output from the AK alone could just discombobulate him.
Yeah.
And we'll have round 12 coming up. G2 knocking on the door of tying things up. Kenny S, the impact player, only needed 1 kill in the round.
So we're looking at 2,400 in the next round for FaZe. That's enough for most people to get a buy-ish. But the question is, do they want to force behind the save guns? No, they don't. That's been answered right now. And while we'll get this one underway, Kenny very aggressive down mid with the AWP. Not worried about the one that's saved in Nico's hands right there. He's on his own once again. So they're putting a lot of... Okay, that was quick.
Yep, Nico lucky to be able to tell the story. Down to 16. Brokey's going on walkabouts, and Amanek could not be in a better corner to collect. Uno. Maybe just DOS. Rain would be the third. Instead, with his preserved rifle, he'll be tucking into the site, but the bomb's going elsewhere.
They're going to be walking into Nico's domain. But is he going to be ready for this? I'm not sure. Amanek will just limp it towards B, hoping to show a bit of distraction here. And, well, he does a lot more than that. Might even just confirm the round victory. As Nico will be spotted towards long, his objective now is to stay alive. With 16 points of health, desperately wants his all for the next round as they send the bomb towards B. And the manhunt begins. They're not going to let him take this up to the next.
Nope, I'm seeing flashbangs up towards middle already. And Kenny's waiting. All too predictable, read like a book. 6-6, keeping it level. And what's that? FaZe do still have the perfect, comfortable buy.
Do you remember that move we saw FaZe doing back within Pro League when the new teams were barreling down mid like this? Cold Zero would actually just lob a flash through the doors and then peek because they're running down super quickly. We're seeing the same thing out of G2, right? Hunter and Kenny in certain rounds running straight down middle, getting control of mid doors. Maybe that could be the change up for FaZe Clan. They know they need to take the fight to G2 at this point. Won't be this round.
G2 looking to set up another beast play here potentially, but the bomb is outside long for now. We've got Kenny S AWPing middle. Rain will be thrown in that area. Only got the M4. Look at the severe lack of utility. Helmets, defuse kits, everything. FaZe are going to struggle to defend a full execution here. Nico's got the AWP, but the execution is designed to nullify the scoped rifle here. We'll see if this is going to be enough as he holds towards long.
So rather similar to the round before. Amanek will be lurking in those tons and having his duel with the two of them, slowly dropping their utility as the seconds tick away. But as you said, that full execute still on the cards. Nexus here to throw some util. Does Amanek not have any? That would make sense. So Nexus is going to bring his utility to B to try and get the defenders a little antsy.
I like this little B setup, both at the car position. One challenging a bit more, that'd be broken.
Expected the second as well.
The bomb's going up towards A, just to note that. So this is a bit of a ruse towards B. Lots of action about to go down.
Yeah, poor old Rush has to make a choice, and he's got one. Nico does catch his cousin. Cold onto Nexa as well, and Cold's done it all. The B fake is now going to be the real B push.
8 seconds. They can't even plant.
It's over. Just like that, Jackson Kenny forced to keep hold of their weapons. They tried to panic and scarper away after the first frag from Nico, but Cold was the other one. It was a rock and a hard place scenario.
Cold's doing a great job in that B bomb site. I have to say, like, he keeps delivering. It makes sense. Having a player of his caliber in the B bomb site, you usually see like the support player there, someone who's good for one frag. You got someone who's super rock solid, and almost every team on Dust2 CD side will struggle in the B bomb site. They're very vulnerable to B splits. You got your weakest player in there usually, and we're seeing him to step up, and this is maybe a great role for him.
Something that was touched on right at the introduction of Brokey was that one of their intentions was to pair him up with Cold Zera.
Yeah.
And I think that we're seeing more and more products of that pairing on B Dust2, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. So, other game going on here. Movistar Riders take on Contact Gaming. As you can see, they have split the difference on maps going into their third and final one here. Movistar Riders managed to take down Mouse Sports the other day on train. So look out for them. I'm sure they'll be the favorites for sure.
We did just also have the head-to-head up between Nico and Hunter. It was kind of the same thing within just that map of Mirage, right? Nico was leading for the majority of that, and then Hunter, when we flipped into the second half, he really came alive and then was on top of Nico for a lot of that game. Now, we'll see if the same thing can be said for Dust2, but we're going to get this one underway with round number 14 here. They do indeed have the ult for Kenny. He's been very potent. Only has 8 kills, but it just feels like he's had impact in the rounds that they've been winning. You know, he's finding a kill here, there, everywhere to make things a little bit more difficult for the CTs. Amanek's going to make his way out long. Molotov is going to land. Extinguishing that is a must, but at least now they know he's towards the blue bin.
Well, Amanek, he's now committed to this one. He's not alone, but his teammate's smoked out for now, and Olofmeister tucks himself in towards the blue bin. Amanek has a lot to do here, and his teammates making their way towards short. Nico hasn't been show-stopping with the AWP so far. Will there be a trade Molotov? Apparently not.
Oh, Amanek was ready for it all. And just with a quick burst of frags, we see Brokey and Cold thinking about how they plan to save on B. This is the way it can go down here on Dust2.
Yeah, well, the final round coming up next, they're going to have to find something in terms of the buy, so this is really their only option. Cold Zera is jumping for information, have to smoke the doors eventually. They are going to be coming hunting here. Final round coming up. It makes sense. He'll be winning the half, though. As Alex already mentioned, this is considered to be a T-sided map for sure. You normally see double digits on the T side. The fact FaZe can still win this half is pretty remarkable and sets them up quite nicely for a 2-0.
It really does. And I'm very intrigued to know how these last few rounds shape up. So G2, they're happy to collect this one. That'll keep us level all the way. But who will get that minor edge coming into the second half of Dust2? A flash. They can get him. Yeah, Brokey does go down. Cold will keep hold of his rifle, but that is one significantly less powerful rifle for the final round. Let's see Amanek again. The fact he just sits and waits for Olofmeister to walk in.
Yeah.
I don't think he made any announcement of Olof's position.
No, he didn't. He wasn't waiting for Olof. He was just watching the corner, right? It was just a very happy coincidence. He's obviously in the same line of sight. He swings out and he's got to pull the trigger in the same way. So it's very well positioned, I suppose.
Yeah.
Accounts for both positions there. And we'll get into the final round of this first half. Kenny has a good long spawn. No one there to challenge, though. They're actually on a very weak buy, understandably. So they've got one AK-47, some SMGs. Could have to throw caution to the wind here to see if coldzera can find that opening kill. And if he gets Jax, that's the bomb. Oh, the timings.
I feel like that was almost deliberate. He paused. He wants to go for more. Calls that there could be action long. Olof goes and gives them the fight. So Kenny, he'll happily take the first opening frag. Now next to lining up for a CT smoke. How's that flank going? coldzera finally announces his presence and he wants to lock him in. A smoke perfectly plumes and now the bomb is committed to long. They have no other choice if Cold survives.
He has kind of locked them in there, hasn't he? Oh, there's a chance of another CT kill. It does come through, but it cost them rain. Nico now. Scout headshot takes out Kenny. That's got to be the first time he's bested him in a one-on-one duel.
Do you think they'll be expecting anyone B at this juncture? Because, I mean, yeah, the bomb's elsewhere, but he could perhaps get some sort of flank. Where would it come from? CT?
Yeah, and it wouldn't even be a flank.
It's not even, yeah.
They don't have any information. They don't know where the T's could be, so they're going to be covering everything.
What are you supposed to do with this? They are low. coldzera may not be anticipating that double doors presence, and they have just passed each other like ships in the night.
30 seconds remain. Smoke's available. Flashes.
There's only one defending A now.
Yeah, this is actually enough. I think Nico will be dropped here, no problem. And now they spotted him. So now
he can get peeked outside of his crosshair. Oh, wow. G2, they've played this to perfection. Amanek and Jax were so separated. They were locked in long, and regardless, G2 have managed to prevail in the end. A 2v2. I say prevail. It looks positive. Brokey's holding the line for this inquisitive peek, but Jax, he's not missing many. Finds his 6th. coldzera on 16, but I think these ones are a little too far gone. Never mind, Jax caught slipping. Amanek not going to be spotted on that jump for info. That could be info in itself. Ooh. Started to pull the trigger, an 8-7 half, ladies and gentlemen. You can barely separate them. FaZe G2 continues in a mo.
Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun. Always night and never day. Even when I wash the floor, the dust still comes. Keep on hoping for the bread. no matter how lost. Need no light, no spark, I'm in line mode. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark, I'm a quiet storm. Far from calm, I know you feel me, brother. Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun. Always night, it's never day. Even when I watch the floor, the dust will come. Keep on hunting for the prey. No matter how lost, need no light, no spark, I'm in line mode. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark, I'm a quiet storm. Far from calm, I know you feel me, brother.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, and an 8-7 half has got FaZe Clan and G2 practically inseparable. However, the T side on Dust2 in particular has had a tendency to pick up a few more rounds than that of the defense. So, all in all, FaZe Clan could be poised to do a whole lot better than Mirage, starting with a bang as well, straight into the B side. What on earth? Rain, Nico, their backs were turned and Nexus just tapped them both. Finally, Brokey silences them, but I feel the damage is done. A 3 versus 2. Chaos begins very early into the piece. Olof claws back and equalizes. Hi, Henry.
Hey, how's it going? That was quite an exciting start, wasn't it?
I'm just catching my breath a little bit. The pistol round started, and now we've got a wingman game.
Well, let's have a look then. Jax and Hunter with the Kevlar diffuse kit combo up against Brokey and Olof Meister, both with kill a piece. Actually have a P2000 in the mix as well, but here comes Jax. Coming into the tunnels, and Olof Meister just destroys him there. And now Hunter has to make this a 1 versus 1, but Brokey will take care of business there. Lovely stuff.
These two right here have been fantastic for FaZe.
Yep.
When we saw them on Overpass just the other day, it was these two right here dropping bombs. You've got them right now winning a very important situation for FaZe Clan here to pick up the second pistol round. Olof and Brokey have definitely been impressing over the last couple of days. Let's see if it can continue in this half.
We've got Cold Zero at the very top of the charts right now, and he's got 7 multi-kill rounds so far. G2 as an entirety have 9. So just goes to show you how well he was playing in that B-bomb site. Yeah. As we'll see, Kenny S now challenging towards T-spawn. It feels like he could do something with this one. Whew. It's close. Brokey bails out, though. I think that's probably for the best.
Yeah, probably for everyone involved.
Maybe not Kenny. I'm sure he would...
Is that going glass cannon UMP? Now,
wow, yeah, he is.
So these decisions, I understand why he's doing it, because if they were going for an all-in B commitment and it's a dribble smoke, your only power is not your armor, it's your element of surprise. You're still going to probably get that one and done, you would have, and an otherwise impossible weapon for him to purchase. So interesting. I will operate under the assumption that that is not a mistake.
Yeah, for sure. Like, for the reason you just stated, right? Even if an AK does come in and face check him there, his armor or not, he's going down. It's not going to be the difference maker.
And the armor penetration of the UMP is quite nice, so that's probably one reason why he decided to go for that weapon. But we know Amanek's a little bit off meta, right?
He has always been that way.
He loves the quirky
He was rocking
guns.
the MAC-10 way before everyone was pulling out the MAC-10. So much so you can check out his Starladder Berlin major sticker. He renamed himself to Amanek 10.
Oh, he did, didn't he? All right, then. Well, it's Rain. Out of middle, they're going for the B-split quickly. They've pounced on the opportunity. They saw the CT smoke come through, and this is the force by bear in mind. Nexa, great shot, the Desert Eagle. Has he got anything left in the tank here? He has managed to stay alive a decent amount of time, but that shot had to connect here. Jax will do a very good job towards Nico. They've got a 3 versus 3, remember, no kits, no armor on Jax, with the bomb to be planted.
Yeah.
Smoke for Cold Zero.
There's a flash. There's a flash in Jax's hands. This is definitely possible.
Especially if Rain's staring at that window, he might gobble that flash up. What's Jax's plan with it, though? He's actually choosing to go save. Okay. Yeah, deciding it's not worth it. It is notorious for being one of the most, if not the most difficult site to retake. What's on that list as well? Nuke B site?
Yeah, outside on train.
Outside on train, yeah, there we go. That's the list. Sometimes I neglect to think about train. Kenny, however, has caught Cold Zera on the exit.
Well, this looks even better for them now, right? Because if you look at this, they will be able to drop the Deagle that Jax has as a sidearm across to Nexa or Amanek.
Oh, Brokey, I don't think you've survived 69, surely.
Probably.
1 HP. Okay, now we know. It's 68 damage in the corner.
So as long as you're a meme or above, you're good to go.
You are indeed. Good shot from Jax, but not enough to win the round, but sure, some nice financial damage done. As the impact player of the round, Mr. Rain himself. Get into number 18 here. Still a very close game. And another chance with the Scout and Galil combo. Desert Eagle and a 5-7 thrown into mix as well. And an Incendiary, so not too bad, actually.
Gave the Galil to Hunter. That's an interesting one right there. I guess he's the rifle specialist on the team.
I guess so, makes sense.
Could be good too, look at this. 4 on the other side of this wall.
He's being baited in by Jax as well, who'll just like keep firing his Eagle.
Oh.
Okay, after getting a beautiful headshot, I suppose, and now Hunter's on for 2 here. They're going to be focusing on that
Look at them.
position.
Look how many CTs are springing to action. Amanek's on the corner. Kenny's keeping Amanek safe. Hunter, clean kill onto the first. And Nico, he could go down too. They were so distracted by Jax. They get the frag, but they keep on peeking. Brokey's managed to find a double. It's the same duo. You've talked about how the impact they've had so far. They dug them out of the hole on the pistol round, and they've got to do it again. But they've got such little health. 42 health between the two of them.
Nexa wins this now. The fact he's in lower B already, he's going to hear footsteps of them coming forward. Oh, maybe not.
He might not.
If they walk now, he could be in trouble, which they are. Oh, God. Okay.
If he beats them into tunnels, that's the key here.
Yeah, he wins now. Like, he'll get the first kill, no problem. Okay, he keeps changing it. Oh, the timing could be immense.
But Brokey, Brokey's going to assume it's clear.
Oh, no!
Nexus.
That's so wild.
Yeah, he's just going to completely miss him.
No way.
He's going to completely miss him. He's calling it clear. He's calling it clear.
He'll hear the plant noise, and they won't expect him so close. They won't expect him in dark already, right? Because they've just walked through there.
Sure. And maybe Nexa can still do a whole lot of damage here. He doesn't have armor, so worth mentioning, whoever pulls the trigger first in this exchange will likely win.
There's no way. There's no way you expect someone on the scene.
Oh, of course you do if you're Brokey. His responsibility was tunnels. Now Kenny's making it all too clear where he's coming from, leaping into the site. Brokey will hear it. He's only got a USP. I think Kenny might win this. Olos on the bricks, elevated above the smoke. Smart of him to reposition Kenny, however. He's only got the scout looking for Olof! And Kenny, yes! He continues to impress. Oh, yes. 9 for G2.
That's so sick from Kenny. He said there was a chance he could win at the USP, but it's just scout, a beautiful shot, fantastic movement that finds G2 the round. Oh, there it is. A bit of showmanship as well. We are going to have to replay this one. The first shot comes in, just had to hit 1 bullet towards Brokey, jumps up, finds Olof Meister, takes him out of the equation. Full 10-second defuse. That's a bit of vintage Kenny S right there.
Whew.
So.
Damn, son.
Bomb goes down, but the round is not converted. FaZe are on the back foot this time. $3,000 per player has to be a full eco, I guess, and what's possible from there? Olof Meister will get a Tech 9 and armor. The rest of them, though, not really buying a single thing. Up towards short, they'll go and try and get a quick plan, I assume.
One would assume. And Hunter's far too savvy. A nade, a Molotov, and a flashbang upon their arrival too short. And there's more where that came from. Oh, the airstrike. They're not getting that bomb down. Oh, they are not getting anywhere near that site. Hunter, 25 bullets was all he needed. 4 bodies hit the deck and double digits found by G2.
Well, there it is. The eco attempt up towards short. Hunter shuts them all down, and we get into round number 20 now. Another chance for FaZe to approach with a full buy. Brokey's got the AWP. Haven't really seen much of that in his hands as of yet. It was Nico that was walking on the CT side towards the A bomb site. He's on 16 kills. So, after seeing Mirage, we know Amanek loves to get their secondary AWP out. Showing a bit more restraint here on Dust2 as they go for their NOA boosted middle. It's going to be Jax. Nobody players crossing over. He's got his teammate beneath him who can cover the double doors, and Rain seems to be aware of the prospect. We'll see if he pre-fires this angle. All they can see is Shadow. It's a freebie. Not the way you want to approach that one, and down he goes.
Lovely shot from Brokey. He really impressed me on Mirage. His AWPing was so fast. And in the server with Kenny S, he kept up. You brought that conversation out right at the start of the show, Chad. And it seems the answer to that is yes, he can keep up with Kenny. Jax, however, trying to nutmeg in this smoke, and it's a powerful position. He's just going to swing in. Nico's back's turned. G2, they're playing this so well. It's a joy to watch.
Oh, and they're going to strike from upper as well here. This looks like a G2 round every day of the week. This is nice. It's assertive. They're playing in limbo as FaZe are trying to clear and take territory. G2 are quickly taking it back off them without them even having any understanding of what's happened.
Yeah, they don't know this is going on at all. G2 have all the information they could possibly need to convert this round. You've got Jax waiting on the A-bomb side of an AK. They know they're up towards short. Aminek's calling for the rotations now. And we have got Kenny just patrolling along for now until they start deploying their utility.
Hello.
Hi, that's the bomb. Nice to meet you.
Nice. Cold wasn't ready for the second, but it looks like Olof was. Okay, 50 health. Smart to not lose his health in the molly because he's on for a 1v2. He's going to go tons. It's his smartest route to cross, but is he trying to fake it out? Oh, we saw Flusher go for this and fail miserably.
Yeah, doesn't have time for this nonsense,
No,
unfortunately.
he doesn't. Nope. He can maybe get the bomb down if Kenny doesn't hit the shot. Oh, Olof, he's realized he hasn't got time for anything.
Yeah, he's not got anything to do now apart from save. A decent idea. I would have liked him just to run in towards B and see if he get that quick plant in just because their money's so desperate right now. But he'll save the AK. Lost bonus starting to rack up at this point. G2 posting a few rounds in a row, and Nexa has the option to bring out a double orb setup at this point. You can see the shadow advantage they got there. Jax with a great round there, I have to say.
So it does. It's actually really good info for everyone watching at home. If you are going up against the NOA boost, or if you're playing against a coordinated team, perhaps a quick swing off Xbox for clearing that angle, because that shadow and a slow crawl on the crouch was a perfect combination for Jax to find an easy frag. So just the hero.
Xbox.
Yeah, or smoke it.
Yeah,
that works too. The Vanguard smoke would have worked. The Adren smoke, excuse me. There's two of them on this map. I was referencing the little underhand into that left door hinge.
Remember on knife rounds, be like a hinge.
Hinge-like.
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 Yeah, you hinge with your teammate. It has worked.
Yeah, it does. Every time I sit there yelling, be like a hinge, hinges, hinge.
I hate that it works, but it has worked so far. Up they go to middle, and down they go to Aminek. That's the round. My God, it's fast. All five of them flood into the site, and a lovely upgrade for Aminek for his triple kill. That's his reward. He'll be happy with that. You can see he is our impact player, and there's no real science behind that other than his slaughter.
Yeah, it was a tidy round from G2. They'll be happy with that. Looking quite promising here in the second half to take us to Nuke. I would say at this stage, FaZe, after that first map, I'm surprised they have anything left in the tank, to be honest. What a dramatic sequence of events that was. 11-4 up and then still got across the finish line, but in triple overtime. Exhausting. Brokey with the AWP this time. Looks over towards B, but no one's going to be challenging the platform just yet. They drop the incendiary to deny the rush, and then the smoke will be deployed to allow them to get to that platform position. That's going to be Aminek.
Bombs in T-spawn, not such a big deal on Dust2. It's not like Inferno where they have to run all the way back to the hidey hole to gather it. Brokey's going to be put on notice with that Molotov. At least they milked out a smoke grenade from him. But this aggressive long push, what's that about? Cold Zero gets offered up a freebie.
He can't believe his luck. Does get low equalized as Rain's gone down. Having a little too much of a peek towards short.
Yeah, trying to deny these AK-47s now. Still a 4-on-4. And what's the final commitment? It looks to be towards B sites. They do have a couple of smokes. They can do an execution from the B tunnels, I suppose, but we don't really see that anymore because, or at all, we never really got going because it's so telegraphed. So they've smoked out towards CT spawn. Trying to make it look like a bit of a fake, perhaps, but Brokey gets the opening kill. Aminek will be dropped. Next up, big spray down coming through. He's got all three. That is epic from him. Another massive moment on Dust2 for Nexa. Leaves Nico in a 3-versus-1. Using the CT spawn spray to get up towards the bomb site. If he takes down Nexa, there's every chance he gets the bomb planted and can win out on the 2-versus-1, but a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes there.
Oh, he's got a good idea, but Nexa's had a round. My God, quad kill from Nexa. They were all hugging that inside wall. They even got the opening pick. It was the dream for FaZe, but they weren't accounting for Nexa's spray. Let's see that one again. All of them of them.
The timing couldn't have been
Zera,
any better as
Olof,
well.
and then Nico just as the final cherry on top.
It's because they're all running him backwards, right, to avoid the flash when they're throwing, and he's just swung before the flash pops. He got exposed backs, and he gets all three.
Who have
Epic.
you guys got winning nuke?
I'm not sure. It'll be a knife round to decide. So whoever is more hinge-like, I suppose, would be taking the game.
That's the science behind it, anyway.
So the old run boost now to get them some presence towards middle, bait out a shot perhaps, but nothing fired. This could be a very passive hold here from the CT. You can see two trucked in towards the bomb site itself on either side of the map, and then we just got Jax, who's holding the long perimeter. Oh, I like the spot.
Yeah, I mean, once or twice a half, perfect.
Definitely.
It's super hard to clear as well. If you're going to have one guy's focus on that corner, your initial presence is going to be just the lip of pit, where he is right there. Takes a much harder clear. So Jax could potentially be on for a couple of multis if they do end up in his jurisdiction. But it doesn't look that way. It looks like a short execute is on the cards or a mid to B.
Seeing the bomb swapped over to Brokey could be indicative of a B split.
That smoke is just to keep them occupied at A. They'll go back into the B here. I have to get the skates on though, because that smoke will soon dissipate, and they've got a whole other kettle of fish to deal with at that point. Smoke down towards CT spawn. It will be the B play, but with Desert Eagles and Tech 9s, I don't know, not really feeling it. We'll see what happens.
Interesting smoke chosen to be thrown by Nico that enables them to get past the window position. No one challenging just yet. Amanek now spotted, and oh, what a shot from coldzera. One more of those, and they've got the B site. Hello, FaZe Clan. With just Deagles, B site is theirs. They'll take the AKs. They'll likely take the round. Look at G2, they're cowering. This is what happens when you successfully take the B site.
Yeah, that's remarkable. Like I said, I didn't think they'd be able to do much of that whatsoever, but coldzera is Deagle, and the nice little set piece there. One smoke behind him, a couple of flashbangs just before he commits through the window. He is excellent with that pistol. Manages to take down the first player, then they swarm, and it's a clean sweep as well from FaZe. So they're going to keep all five up, and of course, G2 will have to save at this point, but their money's incredibly strong. They don't want to risk giving any AWPs away. They know it's just a low buy for FaZe. It'll get them to double digits, but it happens every now and then.
I do want to, sorry, please, Chad.
I was going to say we're going to bring up Skybox to go over that smoke from Nico.
That's exactly what I was about to talk about.
This is what we're going to look at. That's going to fall right here. You're going to see that drop. Now, I want to show you why this comes into play. We'll move to the camera angle here. If this boost was in play, they'd be able to see over the top of this smoke as they got window. But as you can see with this smoke right here, they're unable to see that and they get free access. They don't have to go doors. They get to go through window for free, and that was the key to success in that round right there, Alex.
Thank you very much, Chad. You answered the question before I asked it. That smoke grenade, we saw the flash as well. He had a perfect flash to force the window player off. The way it bounced off was a very high elevated and perfect pop flash for that window player. So with those small pieces of utility from Nico combined, they managed to make Deagles and Armor pull home the 10th. That's impressive. What have they got for us into the next? Brokey looking for the opening pick straight into B. If any member of the CT squads gets a little too interested, they'll be met by the bullet of the AWP. I was corrected, by the way. It's not a 50 caliber bullet with the AWP.
What
the
is
Desert
it?
Eagle is. It's a 7.62 round in the AWP. So 7.62.
Does that mean all your casting the last 2 years is just wrong?
It's just wrong. Yeah.
It's just wrong.
I'm gonna say something potentially controversial and unpopular opinion. I don't care about the real life.
No, and saying 50 caliber just sounds really cool.
Yeah.
I just like saying it. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Barrett 50 cal, which is in Call of Duty, had this ridiculous sound echoed across the whole map.
Guns are pretty scary.
Guns can be scary. Certainly in the hands of the 10 in the server today. Virtual weaponry. Now looking to ply them towards the A short. Kenny.
We saw him.
Drops off.
He
Rain
knows.
does not want to be another opening death. He's had plenty of them on Mirage. He has been having his fair share of woes, actually, versus G2.
Yeah, we haven't really seen him kind of step it up into fifth gear. He's not considered to be one of the best performers of Dust2, actually, historically. And so, difficult to watch him struggle, but down he goes towards CT spawn. Needs his teammates to really convert that kill. Oh, which they will. Will they ever? coldzera, 2 headshots on M4A1S. Brokey through the smoke will find Hunter. This is much better from FaZe now. 2 back-to-back successful rounds with an objective, no flat defaults. You can see how that works out for them very nicely indeed.
How many saves have we seen from G2 this half? Actually, I've got that fancy round recap. I can tell you. Here we are. 1, 2, 3. No, that's not how maths works, Alex. Okay, it's not as clear as it is to Chad with his magical brain.
That's all right. I can work it out for you. One moment. Let me bring it up.
Chad's
on my
coming in
computer
There's
as well.
there's victories and then there's saves.
Yeah, so what you want to do, I can talk you through this round timeline, Alex. So on the rounds that they've lost, which would be round 17 and round
18, they saved with 3 weapons both times. Wow, now I can sound smart.
Are we looking at the same thing right now?
FaZe Clan G2 Esports round recap. Yeah.
You guys got different screens on right now. So.
Have we really?
hit F5, Alex.
I did. You know what? I'll get over it. I'll move on. I don't really care that much. coldzera's double kill was exclusively how they found that round. 2 kills and an 11th. FaZe happy for that. No shadow of a doubt there. And look at G2. They've got so much cash to splash, at least on the majority. Amanex down to 2. But they've called the timeout regardless, just I assume to calculate the distribution, or perhaps to work out what's going wrong in B and mid. That's been 2 rounds in a row.
I don't think it's anything going wrong for them necessarily, just everything going right for FaZe Clan. Like the fact they've dropped that lovely set piece, the smoke Chad described as well, just very intellectual calls and just making sure they eradicate risks behind them. We saw Brokey in that position before. It's very difficult. We do get a lot of vision. Someone who's in great form and potentially get 2 or 3 kills from that spot. So it is great to see them adapting on the fly and showing us what they've been working on. 13-11. G2 will have another full buy here, but the money is starting to be drained. Kenny has $3,000 residual. Same story for Hunter. And another B focus here from FaZe to kick things off.
If it ain't broke, Henry, don't try and fix it.
Don't you dare. Oh, B.
Quick one.
Flash play. Oh, he's going to catch Nexa with a smoke in his hand here. Good nade. And a good follow-up from Nexa. It's going to be the first kill. That's his. Now Hunter. So good today. Always seems to find multiple kills out of nowhere. Doesn't catch Nico on the cross, gives up his position. Nico, very low HP. That nade's going to catch him. He's dead.
Yep, that's a dead Nico. Perfect. And they just contest. They want to fight right now. They will not let you set up. But Brokey, he nearly keeps them at bay. The Wolf, however, prevails. And with a huff and a puff, Kenny finds the final frag. 14 for G2. I love that they just do not let any rest, not even a moment's respite between that bomb being planted and 2 CTs flooding into the B site.
Well, it takes 3.5 seconds for the bomb to be planted, right? As soon as you got someone, you hear that bomb queue coming through, flash is over. You know they're going to be discombobulated as you come in, and there's so much frantic energy going on as they come through the windows, the double doors, and it's great stuff from Brokey. The fact he managed to get the bomb down, get 1 kill before he's dropped. There was a chance for the second as well. Had he got that, could have been a different story, but coldzera didn't have quite enough left there. As they get into round number 26, G2, they're going to take us a nuke.
Let's see if G2 can get hung up on 14 in the same way FaZe could.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but Rain flashing himself hasn't had the best showing today. Not looking like Rain, I'll be honest.
When they won last time, Rain was actually one of the best players in the server for FaZe, so might need him to come online here.
Yeah, and he's a record holder, or at least he was for many years, with regulation frags on Dust2. I think it was an absurd number. Over 30, nearly 40. Nice nade. Look at these CT utility damage. G2 keeping FaZe honest.
One minute left on the clock here. Nothing really given away by FaZe. You still have 4 smokes. Majority have flashes as well, but in terms of map control, they've left B open. Now we have seen G2 inquiring about that particular area of the map. Shadow advantage for Jax, but coldzera aware of it now. He does push forward. Jax has been very impressive, actually, holding them off in this sort of spot. Up towards shore they go, and coldzera has been allowed off the leash.
Jax jumping for the info. He does spot the bomb on that jump, so now the CTs, they know exactly what's going down. Molotoved and fragged. Okay, step 1 complete. Kenny now has to deal with a lot here, and a missed shot could come back to haunt him. They're going to catch him through the smoke. Now Hunter, as it fades, oh, Cold's got another. Nexus, they're responsible for the cross, but with a strong arm, they throw it across.
This is a save call right here.
Another one?
Yeah, the money's not in a position where you can be going for this right now.
Yeah, absolutely not.
How you get, it's just no avenues into this, so they'll do their best to hold on to these guns here, but the same can be said for FaZe. They don't necessarily need to chase. Rain, he wants to.
Shouldn't necessarily.
Well, I know where Nexa is at least, so they can all turn their attention towards CT spawn and see if they can take this AK-47 out of his hands.
He's done well to get up in this spot, though. You wouldn't necessarily actually think of him to be up there, but Nico confirms his death, I would say. Apparently not. Nexa still will go down here. It's just Brokey that has to do the job. Pulls the trigger, finds him, and these are all very important frags. Amanex saving the AWP is huge. If he gets up to Kenny, in that next round. Walk, use it himself. Could be a good idea as well. Great shot. And that was looking like to be the clean sweep from FaZe. Actually ended up losing 3 players there, so an expensive one.
And
not
just
ideal.
shy of an AWP as well. He's at like 4,400, I think it was, so they will drop it across to him.
Are they going to buy any further, though? They don't have to. I think it would be a bad call to buy into this.
It could be the beginning of that comeback of sorts.
Well, next round's 1,900 loss bonus, so with that in play...
You get the Amanek UMP, and there's the AWP. It's Brokey to remove it, and the first
open.
3 seconds.
A is fully open. So will they just be saving that AWP now, or going to try and hunt for the round by pushing middle? It looks to be the latter. Next to 24 kills, he certainly can make this work. But 5 players towards long, they haven't done anything with it. Na'Vi style. We see a boost up towards short. So FaZe didn't capitalize upon this early success. And they do eventually boost player. They're taking so long on this one. I guess it makes sense. Hunter knows the shadow advantage is there, so it doesn't overstep the mark.
I think he might have just got
I'm not
the
sure what
timing.
FaZe are up to here.
I think he has. Oh, no, spotted. They know they're locked in. FaZe seem in no rush whatsoever to commit to this. And it makes me nervous because there's an AWP in play.
That's what's scary. I feel like Nex is getting 3 kills.
Yeah, as the smoke fades, you're all sitting ducks for the AWP. Jumps for info. Now, as they get across, their chances get more and more slim. Nexa, he's running out of space. The Molotov is perfect. He only gets the 1. FaZe, they played that well. That Molotov towards Gandalf was it's something I see all too often, actually.
They could feel them encroaching in their position. And at this point, Jackson, the P2000, does very well to get another kill there. They haven't had necessarily the cleanest rounds in FaZe, but they're getting the job done with 3 players surviving each time. Rain, poor old Rain, gets taken down with a pistol there, 9-19.
It's not been his game today, has it?
No.
This is the moment right here for FaZe to level things up, because G2 will take this time out. It is their last, and they have to discuss whether or not they want to buy right here. The money... Oh dear, poor Kenny. You don't see that happen to him often. He's normally the one dishing that out. So,
and especially when it's one of those rounds where you got pistols and the Kenny S AWP, you need him to go find a kill. Of course that happens. And have we finished this game yet? We did say Movistar Riders would be the favorites going into this one. Looks to be the case, but Content now on their CT side. Maybe they can bring this one right back. Who knows?
Yeah, but it does show that the Movistar Riders train result was not a flash in the pan. Of course, taking Train off Mouse Sports, everyone was very impressed by that, suggesting a lot of anti-stratting. Well, if they're doing it again, replicating that success, maybe a map to keep your eyes on in the Movi run through the round robin.
It's the partial here, so they want to not give 14 to FaZe. They're going to do their best to try and defend it here, but they don't want to fully invest with all their weaponry and all their dollary dues. Keeping themselves enough to get a buy in the next is when they will get 2,400.
So Scout out and about. Kenny, yes, just showing us those quick shots through the double doors, nothing connecting. Luckily for FaZe, and all off my step, want to fall out. He doesn't need any kills here to stay alive.
Yeah, so that's enough to force them back. Nico just warning them back into the B site.
Shot across the bow. Good to see just Kenny with the scout now, but he can do pretty unspeakable things with this weapon. As they hold towards top and middle, bombs there. For a smoking towards the B bomb site, but just to see what the reaction is.
The perfect flashbang, and the shot from Kenny almost confirms that he got caught by it. Still lingering in middle. That nade could do some damage towards short. It does not do too much. Nico, he can take that 11 damage on the chin. Regrouping towards long now. There is a close hold from Jax with the CZ. If he can get the first, things could spiral. Here's coldzera. He does. The trade is there. Will they anticipate the close corner?
This happened before, so this time they check it. Kenny S removed before he can even get going there. Nico, unstoppable at this long A position. Going for the cross now. Not really much else to talk about. The round is over. Nexa is on the B side of the map. He's actually in the B bomb site as the bomb's planted now. So FaZe have tied us up, 14-14. Bring this one back from the dead. Who will be posting map point first? It'll be series point for FaZe. They can do it.
Well, coldzera's continued that form from the first half here. He has 9 multi-kill rounds to his name. He's 7-2 in terms of opening duels, and he's got 29 kills to his name. So
not bad.
He was quiet on map number 1. Well, he was quiet on map number 1 in the early stages, and then he came alive as we made it into that double overtime affair. But here, leading the charge of the server, the next closest will be Nexa with 26 to his name.
It's very exciting when you see coldzera performing at the same time as Nico, because when this announcement, when the record-breaking transfer occurred, the conversation was, guys, coldzera and Nico are actually on the same team.
Yeah, and is there room for them to be able to perform
Precisely.
to that same level? Now, in the previous map, we saw really good signs from Brokey. Olaf was looking fantastic as well. Obviously, Rain was having a hard game, but this time it's Brokey with Nico and coldzera. So they've flicked around a couple of their stars here. And there's going to be some lovely shots here from Nico. He just
I want to see
tearing
this
them
third one,
apart.
because that was quick. Yeah, my goodness. Went a little American there.
How's your American accent?
Not very good. I can say, seriously?
Literally?
Like a North American Counter-Strike player? Like literally? Like seriously?
Well, it's the fast mid from FaZe here.
I don't mind this. It's showing a bit of confidence now.
But it's a or is that 4-man B stack from
Four-man
G2? There are
B-stack.
4 players in the
and
B.
they might
bomb.
even
What kind
hit
of
it.
call is that?
What is this?
They're going for it. Double push into tons. They get the first. Another from Nexa. Brokey to stabilize, but I think FaZe might be working this one out. He sees the barrel and finds the frag. Rain puts a couple of bullets towards Amanek's position, keeps him on his toes. 2 still in the B site. Brokey with the bomb. He cannot afford to lose this. Now Rain, shooting his toes, and he still gets the frag. Oh, that's a huge frag. That's a contributing factor. They could very well turn this around now.
Oh, here we go.
I can't believe he's
No
pushing
way
out.
Nico knows this.
Oh no! That's an awkward one. They'll be talking about that over the Christmas dinner table. Now Brokey, he's got a 1v2.
No way. Nico looked like he
The
did
best
everything.
off angle. The edge of the smoke, and he fluffs his lines. Brokey's got a clutch now at such a crucial juncture of the game. Misses his first shot. Oh dear. Hunter only needs to hit 1 bullet, and Brokey does the first. Jax's dunk is there. 15 found first by G2.
Money's a problem right now if you're on that G2 esports side of things. They are very lucky that they can salvage that AWP and get it up for Kenny. Nexa has money, but
Yeah, that was so close. The
Nico.
fact that Dink comes through, the grenade's enough to finish him off there, but Hunter pushing towards upper B. It was a 4-man B stat to kick things off. That's a brave call, Chad. You don't really see that too often. You ever called a 4-man B stat up in a gun round?
not on Dust2, that's for sure. We see
works.
3-man leans. You know, we see 4 guys going long to stop the rush, but 4 individuals on the B bomb site when you're
Nexa.
potentially looking at match point.
He made
Series
the
point
call.
for FaZe in that
Yeah,
case.
that's true.
Well then, balls of steel for G2 lead them to map point on their map pick. Smoke down towards short. Olaf might step a little bit late towards long, but the flashbangs are there. Oh, he hasn't got the frag. That's really fallen apart for him.
Story of his game, 8 kills.
Yeah,
That could be the last.
That was a guaranteed frag, if you ask me, and it doesn't work out. Committed to the spray a bit too much.
Same mid smokes. Perfect flash. They're looking to hit this site again, and coldzera's already found Amanek, so Hunter has to be the hero. And the spray's not there, coldzera. That's his dirty 30, 30 plus 1 as Hunter goes down. Nico, however, will be forced to watch as this final round of regulation does play out. It's a forced retake. They've got no other option.
Yeah, but there's no utility on the T side here. They actually have quite the advantage on the G2 side. Sure, it's a 3 versus 3 at B, but the fact they have no flashes might be enough here. We'll see Kenny S take down coldzera up to Brokey. Has to be very quick towards that window position. The second CD player coming in from the tunnels itself. They have got a kit. The timing is everything, and Brokey looks away at the worst possible time. But Rain, he has got the HP advantage. Nails the first shot. Needs to look at the floor here. There's no defuse kit available. Jax, has he done enough there? Apparently not. We're going to overtime. Rain comes to life in round number 30 to save the day.
What a round.
What a round of Counter-Strike, ladies and gentlemen. coldzera, the guy does as much as he can. Look at this second frag. He gets it straight into the site, but it's Rain who keeps FaZe's chances alive. Jax did well to try and bait the shot.
Too close.
Way too close for comfort. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we hit the reset button. This series could go all day. Overtime 2, map 2.
Here we go again. Brokey with the swarm. Picks out towards long. Molotov tickles the toes, and he'll think better of that one right there. You can see the double AWP setup coming out on the CT side of things as well. Amanek and Kenny both wielding the big greens.
So, here we are again. Second map, second overtime. Double up setup for Kenny S and Amanek. Default path for FaZe Clan. They show some varied calls in their T-side of Dust2. Change of pace, Ooh, very impressive. Nico, I'm not sure he spotted the cross, but it seems to be ready for it.
Nexa wants to play spoiler. Sorry, Hunter wants to play spoiler here. He's very close mid-doors, so when an execute comes on in, expect to see him pushing and going for something a little bit aggressive.
Normally you see the molly onto Hunter's position. Has it already been?
Yeah, it's already gone through. He dropped
Right.
back to CT, and now he's dipped on back towards the closed door, so I'm not sure if they'll be expecting him so forward.
Sure. Very slow from FaZe's first here. But Olaf falling off of the tons after showing presence will keep Amanek scoped in and passive.
FaZe Clan with 30 seconds remaining. They've cracked open the site here. That's towards long. That great position we saw Jackson before towards the corner. That's where he was again. Kenny S going to be tested here towards long he is. And now where the flashbangs come through, the shots first, and coldzera, he'll get his second frag of the round. 34 in total now. Double smoke on the crossover. CT's with 2 players towards shore. They've got kits, basic utility, but a 5-on-3. Do they fancy it?
They must be so sick of saving at this point.
Yeah, good point.
Now
Here we
Nexa,
go.
he's
We're
proving
off.
exactly that. He decides to take matters into his own hands. Hunter can find an easy duel here. Nico, lucky to be alive, inflicting equal damage to one another. Rain's finished the job, and there's another round the corner. Hunter's low. Nice work. Amanek's the last to fall, and FaZe, their first round on the T side, no less, and they leave with a triple kill on Cold. This man is possessed right now.
I don't know how he took down Jax again. I was just taking a look at the radar before that frag came on through, and I think Jax was in that position
He was
up on
the
the
same
platform.
corner.
Here
Yeah,
it
out
is.
there, top right.
Yeah.
So he was there and he came in pre-fire. I honestly didn't know you could tuck yourself in that little
Slither of the wall there.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a really cool spot. I used to play that way back in the day. I didn't know that is still viable. That's a really cool little position. But we're going to see, as coldzera, the best long spawn. He doesn't go for the orb. He actually gets given the AK-47. He gets out. The flashbangs
There
are
we
very
go.
good. That's more like it. That's what we need to see for Olaf before. coldzera nails it this time. Very confident in his spray.
He's feeling himself. What's he up to now? 36 kills. The
Yeah,
man's
he's
been a
killing it.
monster here today, especially on this Dust2. The upper dark push gets shut down.
That's more
Olaf
like
finding
it.
some frags.
9 in 22. That's much better. Great.
He's even ready for... Oh, did he hear Hunter? He did.
Oh, maybe not. Let's have a look. Yeah,
He's trying to fake it.
that's a very wise and informed decision, my friend. I
Wow.
like that.
That's Counter-Strike.
Yeah, that is Counter-Strike.
Oh, I love it when we see Counter-Strike. Okay.
Well, now they have to try and save. I know you said, Alex, before G2 they didn't want to, right?
Yeah.
Surely they don't want to save again. Well, they don't want to save, but here they have to. They don't really have a choice in the matter right now. Because we're operating with 10K as the overtime start money on the CT side, we talk about incendiaries. They cost a little bit more. The defuse kit, it's 400.
Yeah.
Your M4 costs more money.
Just your cost of living as a CT is way higher.
You don't love it.
That's a fun way to,
You get taxed
refer
a
to
bit
it.
more.
I'm remembering that. Cost of living. Just simply trying to play around a Counter-Strike costs a whole lot more for the CTs.
But let me frame it this way for a second. FaZe Clan have won this round, right? It's in the bag. They
Yes.
shouldn't be losing this.
I'm not arguing that.
When you've got the net, you haven't even planted the bomb yet. Start spreading it early. Start getting your individuals in places up close and personal to take these guns away. That is one surefire way of giving yourself a guaranteed
Hey,
there it
Kenny.
is.
What's going on, my friend? Jax, you're next. It's going to be Rain to finish the job off there. FaZe are looking fantastic. They found a 2-0 start. Look at the money as well, boys. You talk about that 10K start. You buy orbs, you're going to find yourself in this spot here. You've got Amanek down to $2,000. Hunter, same story. No one can really buy here. Jax could drop an AWP, but he wouldn't have any armor or grenades himself. This is a nightmare, but honestly, it's the sort of round they'd probably win, to be honest
We
with
just
you.
got an update of coldzera's stats overall again. 11 multi-kill rounds. Now he's 9-2. When we checked in last time, he was 7-2, I believe, in opening duels. And 36-20
Here we
as
go.
the Dak-Daks come out.
It's 2020. You love to see it. Out and about, showing us the damage it can do. Absolutely nothing, but still, beautiful sound.
You need to get over the auto sniper already.
I think it's more of a CT-sided weapon.
Yeah,
Jokes
okay.
aside,
You're right.
I do think
The Scar.
Yeah, I think that's where you'll see the most of it, if it ever comes in.
Nico, look at the space he's taking here so early into the
There's only
final
one player in
round.
B. That's going to be Amanek with a UMP. If they just go for a B split head, it's done. It's 3-0. There's zero conversation.
What's his
to have.
cue he's waiting for here?
A headshot. Someone to drop into his line of sight.
Now Rain in support.
I think the round's already over before a kill's even begun, because if Nico just walks in here, it's a guaranteed frag.
Yep. And
Round's
the bomb's
over.
already positioning in tons. And there we have it. That's an 18 and 15 scoreline, unless this most miraculous of retakes happen.
It would take FaZe throwing it now. Everyone getting really happy, celebrating prematurely. and
Taking
running
their hands
around.
off the mouse and
Yeah,
keyboard.
that's what it would take with this sort of scenario.
Let's see. First. And the second, Cold, not missing much today. 38 frags. Oh, and Brokey, I thought it was Rain for a second. There it is. That's 18, ladies and gentlemen. One away for FaZe Clan's Magic 19, and they head to the defense. They managed to keep it close on their defense this time around on Dust2. G2, this is their map pick. They have to be spotless on their attack now if they want to take us to nuke.
So Long was a little bit odd for FaZe with their CT defense. Remember that round where Amanek got out blue bin and held Olof and Rain both on the corner and the rest of them exploded cap? Potentially look at that as a weakness. Unfortunately for G2, they didn't get the long spawn. So they have to go for something else. They can't go fast and furious. They've actually dipped straight down middle.
One round will do it for FaZe. G2 on the T side now, slowing down for now, but it's an A split coming up. Rain on Olof Meister to defend towards short. Nico patrolling long this time. He's going to be flashed completely, fires off a shot. I don't know if he gets away with this.
It's close. A flash from his teammate does enable him to try and tuck into the site, and he will. Oh, there's pressure from everywhere. G2, they plan to go for the 3-2 split. They've got themselves up short. They've got long. And here they come straight away. Olofmeister, drive-by from Nexa. A gap spotted, and Nico, he punishes the first. Rain wants another bite of the cherry. Oh, this is going to be good. Here it comes. Nearly a double. It was! He gets both!
It should be done here, Alex. 1 minute remaining. 3 versus 1, and Kenny S just with a sniper here. FaZe Clan, it's been a long and difficult path, but they've managed to battle their way back into this one on both maps. It should be confirmed any second now.
I have a sneaking suspicion Kenny's got a few more words to contribute to this conversation. 1 versus 3.
You'd have to get the bomb down, a couple of kills.
I mean, this frag onto Nico is where it begins, but I have a horrible feeling that Brokey's in such a prime position to trade. That's it. It's all done. FaZe Clan, they take it 2-0. Dust2 is theirs. They take G2's map pick and the series. They needed that one. A confidence booster for FaZe.